In this video we will introduce Date Picker Part 1. Android ships with a number of dialog classes for specific circumstances, like Date Picker dialog. The Date Picker dialog allows you to set the starting date for the selection in the form of a year, month, and day of the month value. Note that the month runs from 0 for January through 11 for December. Most importantly, both let you provide a callback object, onDateChangeListener or onDateSetListener, where you are informed of a new date selected by the user. It is up to you to store that data someplace. Let's look at a basic example. Here I have my main.xml and I'm going to add a date picker to the layout. The first thing I'm going to do is add a label. The first thing I'm going to do is add a button that opens up the date picker. I'm going to use the button tag and I'm going to give it an ID of button change date. I'm going to set the layout, both the width and the height, to wrap content. And the text value for the button to display is going to be change date. Now I'm going to create my label using a text view, and I'm going to reuse some of the attributes here. We'll call this my date, and the text value will be current date and I'm going to also set the text appearance to large. Now I'm going to also set the label for the result of the date picked, which defaults to the current date. And I'm going to reuse my previous label and I'll have empty text. Finally, I'm going to add my date picker. So now I have my button called button change date, which will open my dialog. I have my label, which says the current date. Then I have a label for the result that's picked, which defaults to the current date. And finally, I have my date picker. This concludes our discussion of Date Picker Part 1.